going on, family? It's your boy Richie Rich coming to you today with another video. How everybody doing? How was everybody weekend? You know, very hot, very hot. Gonna be a real hot summer. It's gonna be a real hot summer. Um, yeah, I just want to come in and touch a little, just touch bases with everybody, and you know, shit, I'm going to try to keep on filming at least once, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back on, get back on the saddle up, and get back on it. Despite everything that's going on. Yeah, but I don't really have too much. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. I just wanted to just touch bases, man, and see how everybody was doing. I do want to give some shout outs to Niecy's World. Shout out to Niecy's World. What's up, sis? What's that? I guess it's Hollywood Uncut. Yeah, shout out to Hollywood Uncut. Y'all go support those two channels. I also want to give a shout out to Marriage and Marijuana. Mr. and Cakes. Shout out to Mr. and Cakes. Y'all go support those YouTube groups. Live Life. Who else? Yanni Bunny. Just all the people that that I don't kind of know. I kind of see on YouTube a lot. Shout out to them. Yeah, they really go on their channel. So y'all go support them. So I just been staying out the way, steady growing, steady building. Like I was talking about last time, staying encouraged. Being, sometimes in life we got to be our number one cheerleader. We got to be the ones that's cheering on ourselves, because a lot of people, being an adult, sometimes you can get so caught up in your own life. Sometimes we tend to get caught up in our own life. Yeah, we tend to get caught up in our own lives. And before we know it, time has passed, and we so focused. I mean, for me, I stay so focused sometimes. Sometimes I just shut out everything and everybody. But I'm learning to bring back balance, and don't shut out people. That's what I'm learning too. Don't be so quick to shut out on people. I'm kind of I guess introvert at times. So yeah, I tend to get to myself and just reflect on self. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, everybody, the world's so loud, man. Everybody's so loud. Everybody got this going on, and people got this going on. And sometimes you can neglect yourself. I got back from a lot of people because I noticed that I started putting on different people's emotions. And sometimes we're not mindful of that. Case in point, somebody called, and this is the only time you call. This is like, well, you got this going on, you got this going on, you got this going on, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. Despite, of what you got going on yourself, but you steady, people don't really realize when you telling people your problems and you putting it all on the line to that person, because a lot of people, we don't, far as me, I'm gonna just speak on me. I don't trust too many people, you know what I'm saying? So the people that I do trust, I will be a friend to listen. I am a good listener. My brother said that one time before. He was like, damn, man, you're a real good listener. I mean, of course, you got to be a good listener to be a good leader or a good talker, you know what I'm saying? Because I can hold a conversation. So, yeah, I kind of will, get into the conversation and, but, yeah, so, but a lot of people, once you tell a person your problems, sometimes we tend to take off our problems. For me, that's how it is. A person that's telling their problems, they taking it off and placing it on you. Because a lot of times that I told a person that my personal problems, it was like, damn, I was so relieved after that. But I never really thought about how that person was feeling after we got off the phone until it started affecting me, until I started taking people's problems home. You know what I'm saying? I started taking those emotions home. I probably could have been going, having the best day, and somebody called me with whatever's going on, and I ended up taking it to work or ended up taking it home, and I ended up putting that problem on that. So their problem became my problem. Um, and sometimes that don't work both ways. You know what I'm saying? So, I started being mindful of the people that's, unloading their baggage on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my own load to carry, and sometimes that load get heavy. But it's okay sometimes to say no. Um, it's okay to focus on yourself and focus on your own issues. A lot of times, we get so distracted by what everybody else is doing. You can say, oh, this person is doing that. For me, that what somebody else do, I'm always happy, I guess, when I see somebody that looks like me, that's a reflection of me, man or female, um, getting better, I guess, in life, or going to that next step or that next level in life. That always, that brings a sense of enjoyment to me. But I don't watch a person to be like, okay, they doing this, they doing this. I really, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but really I don't care, because at the end of the day, that don't it doesn't do anything for me. So I'm not the type of person that really watch sports. I'm not on the latest sports. I don't watch the basketballs or football or none of that, because it don't hold none of my interest. Because they already getting their money. What's going on, Hollywood Uncut? Yeah, I see you in the building. I gave you a shout out. So what's up with it? But yeah. So yeah, I just tend to focus on me, and that's why, to me, a lot of people focus on so much instead of themselves. And I understand that it's always easier to look at somebody else's shortcomings, or look at somebody else's downfalls, because it allows you to negate what you need to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, we can always cry over spilled milk. I'm not gonna lie. Here in the last 3 months, although I've gained a lot, I've also lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to understand. At first, I was kind of hard on myself and kind of down on myself, but then I had to understand, if what I'm releasing is not serving me a purpose, then I'm kind of being a hoarder. You know what I'm saying? People can tend to be hoarders. You know what I'm saying? Hoarders of love, or hoarders of relationships, hoarders of not just stuff. It can be a physical hoarder too. You know what I'm saying? You can hoarder um, just emotions. You can just hoarder somebody sympathy. A lot of people are sympathy hoarders. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to be a hoarder of things that doesn't serve me a purpose, because they tend to get in the way. And I know and I understand that if you don't allow yourself to open up and let go, then you can never um, receive. You can never get in. And if you do get in, then it won't be the full potential that you would be able to get in if you were to let some of those things go. So that's where I'm at right now, family. Just learning to let some of the things go, because we can't hold everything. A lot of times people will be that dead weight. You know, I understand that everybody can't go, but it's not that everybody. Sometimes you gotta leave people, and not just leave them. You gotta let go. You gotta be able to cut those strings and cut those things that bond the two. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're meant to fly and this person is meant to walk. Well, if you meant to fly and that person is still holding on, then that person becomes a weight. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about self-preservation. If you can't be the best you, then of course you can't. You know what I'm saying? How can you be, how can you be of any service to anybody else if you're not the best you? You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm working on, and and dealing with, and what I'm saying, just growing from, you know what I'm saying? But you know, for me, it's just a process. It's just a process. But yeah. So I don't want to hold up too much on that. I want to kind of talk about George Zimmer. I want to kind of talk about the things that's going on with all this protesting and marching, and I do understand and I get it, and it is time for a change. It's been overtime. It's an overkill because a lot of people when it's Black Lives, I'm not gonna say where the Black Lives come. We already know that Black Lives. The whole thing is ran by I guess George or something, some George somebody, but it's not a person of color. I think it's a Jewish guy who actually owns the name hashtag Black Lives Matter, just like one of those groups, The Root. Everybody thought that was a black media group, but come to find out, yeah, that's a Jewish company who owns that, and I think the same person, or they might be in cahoots with each other. The same group of people, like Antifa, on Black Lives Matter. But the whole thing about it is, when they first came out with Black Lives Matter, a lot of people were up in arms behind that, you know, because they saying they like all lives matter. Of course, we know all lives matter. You see what I'm saying? But y'all, it seems like the other races or other people don't act like that we can't say that our lives matter too. That we know that your life matter, because you can tell how we help. You know what I'm saying? We not, man, come on. You can tell how black people of color would go out the way to help somebody else. Back when women rights, this women rights stuff first came out in the 50s or whatever, the white women went and got the black woman to rally with them. Now, it wasn't because the black man didn't value the black woman, because we always held our woman at a certain plateau. She always had a voice in our household. But the white man did not allow his woman to have a voice. He didn't allow her to be, to take a job. She was only supposed to go and tend to the kids. So we always, black people, and black people in general, always will go help somebody else, or go march with somebody else, or go fight with somebody else, or go fend for somebody else, or go tend to somebody else's kids with no problem. The skin is like so minute, to most people. We don't look at it as skin. We look at it just as, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. And if you fuck with me, I feel like that we loyal. I got your back. But when Black Lives Matter came out, so many people were up in arms. Oh, Black Lives, all lives. Of course, we know all lives matter, but y'all act like y'all don't know that our life matter too. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, everything that we come out with, somebody else is trying to copy or emulate. Anything that we do, somebody is always trying to copulate and emulate. A lot of times we're the first one. We trendsetters, but we don't even get to recognize. We don't get recognized. We don't get the love. We don't get nothing until I guess 50 years on out. You know what I'm saying? until that person is dead, we don't really get the title that we deserve. We don't really get the appreciation that we deserve. And this whole world was built on the backs of blacks. You know what I'm saying? Because who can withstand that heat? See, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but it's a lot of people that, and I'm not saying all people are bad or people are other races are bad, but just let's be honest. A lot of them don't. It's a lot of them marching right now. It's a lot of them coming out right now. But beforehand, a lot of people like, they just out for their family, which is, I can understand that. But then don't be up in arms and don't be mad when we talking about our life matters too, because these are our sons, our daughters, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters that's out here getting killed by police, by people that's, that getting paid to protect and serve. How can you be getting paid a job to protect or serve a group of people? The people don't have no colors, supposedly. You just supposed to protect and serve, uphold justice. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to getting killed, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? We don't get no justice. They killing just us. Like a lot of these crimes just being committed. Like that one guy, I forget his name. That one kid that went in that church and killed all those people. He didn't have a scar on him, but let that have been somebody of color, they would have probably killed him before he even made it down to anywhere. Like George Floyd, he was walking and whatever, regardless of if he a Freemason, regardless if he a part of the agenda, regardless of the fact he's still a black man, so he's still a reflection of me. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't kill nobody. He was just, it would, look like a routine a stop. You know what I'm saying? Really being a person being harassed. You know what I'm saying? But he was killed. And this white guy goes up in the church where people praying, you know what I'm saying, and kill 9 people. But they don't label that as a hate crime. Wow. That's, so they'll let you know that it's just us. One, a lot of, I've seen footage of a guy coming towards a police officer with a knife, and they were just backing off. They were like, oh yeah, back up. And you know what I'm saying? But let that have been somebody of color. He ain't got to have nothing, but he getting shot. You know what I'm saying? So is that just us, or is that justice, or is it just us? And I think it's just us, man. And that, it has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because although all lives matter, it don't seem like all lives matter, because we the ones getting killed for nothing. A police walk up in a girl's house at the wrong house and kill her dead in her house, shoot her 8 times. But nobody has been charged, or it's just like swept up under the rug. So where's the justice? It takes 2.5 some years, 1,500 hours to become a hairdresser, but it takes less time to become a police officer. We're the math. That don't add up. That don't add up, man. And they say they have post-traumatic syndrome, stress, whatever. Which we know is lies. You know what I'm saying? We know that that's all lies and that's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what we have to do is we have to come together as a people. Now, I know that we have our differences as a people. Some people don't like others and, whatever. But of course, we do have to clean up our own house, but it's kind of hard cleaning up your own house when somebody else that don't live there is still shitting in your yard. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Because they'll shit in your yard, they'll shit in the street and expect for you to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? And, we being the humble people that we are, rambunctious, people we are, we like, okay, well, it ain't nothing, but it ain't nothing. We'll clean it up. But then, man, when you keep on shitting there purposely, you know what I'm saying? And how long we supposed to just walk over or walk through it, or you know what I'm saying? How long we supposed to deal with the shit? You know what I'm saying? Because if just not even half a third of the things that were going on in the white community, man, it'll be a World War III. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we just got to be mindful of those things. We can't allow. We gotta focus on us. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the people that are, that's not people of color that's starting to see, okay, yeah, this is wrong. Because a lot of people are starting to see that now. I'm not gonna say that I know everybody's intentions or everybody's agenda. Some people just want to do it to go viral, or I'm not. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's a lot of people's intentions. What I'm saying is, shout out to those who secretly see and who've been in the shadows for a long time and knowing that right and right is wrong, regardless of a color, because a color is so, man, that's like a sheet of paper, you know what I'm saying, that divides us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, once you die, what are you? You're not a color. You know what I'm saying? You're not a color once you leave this body, this vessel. You know what I'm saying? So we got more in common than uncommon. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand that it's only the like-minded. You have to be able to surround yourself with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Because, something has to change. It got to change. It's beyond it's supposed to. It got to change right now. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, and a lot of people are so pressed on Donald Trump, so pressed on Donald Trump. Well, for me, I've a lot of those things, a lot of those laws really don't apply. It's never really stopped me from doing anything. Now I know that, rules or whatever. Okay, we do understand that. We do understand the different laws. We do understand that, but none of that's, regardless if you vote Republican, liberal, or black folks are still getting killed. So what has that changed? And everybody that we put in office, they ain't did nothing either but line their pockets. Now you have the rappers that's supposed to be politicians now, and everybody listening to politicians, which is crazy. So that just let me know, black people, we got to pull up. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep on listening. You know every verse from a Little Yachty song or a Cardi B song, but you wouldn't pick up a paper and see that the laws that they pass, and you won't get together with like-minded people and make a change. See, we can't ask for change no more. It gotta change. We gotta make it change. You see what I'm saying? Or disconnect. You know what I'm saying? We spend so much money. Our dollar is the only dollar that don't circulate within our community. We got to change that. We got to be the ones to change that. We got to be the ones to be mindful now. The clubs are open now. The restaurants is open, man. It just really like, wow. It was so amazing. All the people that I seen on Facebook at the restaurants, just, it's like, damn, man, slave mentality. To me, that's slave mentality. Oh, you want to hurry up and get back to the restaurant, but you don't even know what they doing. You don't know if them people still mad. You don't know if they spitting in that food. You don't know how them people feeling. But you just want to take a picture on Facebook and for the gram, for no money to spend to show some food that's really killing. But each his own. But we got to pull up. You can't expect somebody else to do you right if you don't want to do yourself right. You can't expect for somebody to have your best interest at hand if you ain't got your own best interest at hand. And yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, I got my best interest at hand," but really, do you? Or are you putting on for the gram? Like this queen, she got killed not too long ago. I think it was a week before last, and shout out to her family and rest in peace to this queen. But man, come on. Sometimes we put ourselves in a situation And then we when that situation don't turn out right, or we get the short end of the stick, we always looking for somebody to uh show sympathy, or but at the end of the day, that place is that place. See, the club. If it just say V Live, I'm in Dallas right now, so we got a club called V Live, right? It's a strip club. So we know. So I'm gonna just use this as a scenario now. I'm just using this for a scenario. I'm not saying that this club is, people get shot at all the time, but people get shot at any club. But I'm not using this name. I'm just using it as an example. So now you heard that somebody getting shot at this club every week. You can't control that. The police obviously the police don't want to do it because somebody getting shot there every week, but you still choose to put yourself in harm's way. Now there's somebody getting shot there every week, so you say, okay, well, now we going through this quarantine. Now they say, okay, the club's open, but it ain't fully open. But that's one of the first clubs that open. Now, instead of you like, okay, let me peep stuff out and let me watch this stuff. Instead of you doing that, you end up going to the club. Now you end up going to the club and not coming back. Whose fault is that? I think it's your fault because you didn't have to go to the club. Even though you wanted to go to the club, but you still got kids that you could have put that energy towards something that's needed, like your kids, like your family. And then when you took it away, everybody want to be in other arms and like, oh, this is a sense in killing. But was it senseless, or was that person used as an example, of what not to do? Now, I'm not saying that I'm not talking down on her family, but you have to make your own choice and decision. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way. But if you do put yourself in harm's way, don't be looking for somebody as an excuse to have a sympathy. I always want people to be sympathetic to the decisions that you made for your own life. You put yourself there. So whose fault is it really? Is it the person that did what they was going to do anyway, or was it your fault for you making the choice and the decision for putting yourself there? So let's be mindful, people. You can't stop nothing that's going on. Only thing that you can do is get yourself together, move different for you and your family. You can't stop what somebody else is going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, let's be mindful and pull up. You know what I'm saying? We got to do more reading. You know what I'm saying? We got to, look into some of these laws and look at a lot of people go up in arms when they see a tweet. But, as we know, it's a lot of fake news out here. When Donald Trump first said that, I was like, damn, this Donald Trump, that fake news, that's bullshit. But then when I started looking how easy it is to put something fake out here and for it to go viral, it's like crazy. A lot of people don't do research. If they see it coming across their timeline and they see a news something, that boom, they go with it. Not once do people really take the time out to say, okay, let me fact check some things. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to take the wrong advice, and we've been taking the wrong advice and wrong things for years and centuries. So we gotta know. We gotta step back and say, hey, you can't expect your oppressor to be a liberator. You see what I'm saying? You gotta get your own self out the muck. You gotta get your own self out, and you in a collective like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let's be mindful, people. And, I know that a lot of people just ain't going to get along with each other, but that doesn't always have to be a bad thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that I worked with that I really didn't like, but did that stop me from doing the job? Of course not, because I'm looking at the money, not at the person, say per se. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to do a job and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we just got to get with those people who want to do the job, who going to do the job, who want to do the job, and, that's like-minded. So yeah, I just want to just come in and say that, and just give a shout out to everybody, man, and just tell everybody, to keep pushing, to keep, keep on, keep reaching for your goals, keep pushing yourself and bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can change your situation is you. No, somebody can always want something for you, but if you don't want it for yourself, um, then what's the point? No, you're not gonna get it. A lot of people say that they want change, but you tend to knock a person that look just like you. See, I'm a reflection of you. If you black, man or woman, I'm a reflection of you. So why would you come on? We gotta get better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We just gotta get better. We gotta do better because we know better, but a lot of people just tend not to do better. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of the things that you will allow to influence you. Be mindful of the people who are energy vampires. Be mindful of the people who don't have your best interests at hand. You got to learn to love yourself. Take your power back, people. Start loving yourself. Start fending for yourself, man. And we gonna get through this. We gonna get through this. See, nothing under the sun is new. You know what I'm saying? So everything rotates and it's coming back around. You know what I'm saying? So, if if you feel like, that it's just not your turn, hey, keep pushing because it's gonna happen, man. But you gotta make it happen. So with that being said, this your boy Richie Rich, and hey man, that's it, man. And we up out of this thing, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button for the one time, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a small channel, but we gonna grow, man. I'm gonna find out the truth, man. See, I'm gonna find out for me, and when I find out for me, we will be the true I ams. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Richie Rich. It's your boy Richie Rich. And hey, I'm out.